Hello everyone and welcome back to the China EV show. My name is Toby, and before we get started, please don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. Now, let's get into it. For today's episode, we are actually heading out of China and to Germany, the birthplace of some of the finest automotive brands the world has ever seen. So let's head to Munich, where there has been some major news on the automotive industry. As we remember, Chinese EV brands blew German automakers out of the water earlier this year at the Shanghai Auto Show, when they released a number of their newest and most exciting products. And European brands, well, let's just say they didn't really turn up. Then, just recently, we saw a watershed moment when German brands began investing in Chinese EV brands, including Volkswagen and Xiaopeng and SIAC and Audi. Things sure are changing. For more on that news, follow the link above. With the continued ascent of Chinese automakers, led by BYD, it is reported that they may nearly double their global market share to 33% by the end of the decade. Now, this week, the Chinese brands head to the Germans' home turf for the IAA Mobility Auto Show, and they mean business. In fact, the number of Chinese brands participating this year was nearly double that of 2021. Among the brands present were, of course, BYD, NIO, XPeng, Hi-Fi, all showcasing their offerings to industry professionals. Some brands even held product premieres, including Avatar, which held the global premiere of its Avatar 12. Zeekr 2 began pre-sales of its 001 and X models, starting from just under 60,000 euros for the 001 and just under 45,000 euros for the Zeekr X, as well as announcing the opening of its first showroom in the country. To match this, European brands, of course, came with their own big news. German giants Mercedes-Benz and BMW showcased their next generation of EVs. Benz brought its concept CLA, which it calls a game changer, and BMW brought its Neue Klasse concept, a 60s throwback, both with all new designs and industry-leading tech. It is nice to see German brands taking EVs more seriously, building them from the ground up and creating experiences that are software-driven and user-oriented. However, although these EVs look very promising, they are only concepts, and their production models won't be hitting the market until 2025. These vehicles may impress European consumers, but if China can bring its vehicles to Europe to sell at an affordable price, it may not matter. A lot can happen in 2 years in this industry. And once again, this really highlights the lack of speed and foresight of the once leaders in the global automotive industry. What do you think? Are German brands once again leading the industry in terms of innovation, or are they light years behind the Chinese brand? Let us know in the comments below. We are certainly in for some serious changes over the next decade, with Western automakers predicted to see their global market share plummet from 81% to a mere 58% by the year 2030. BYD, the leader among the Chinese NEV brands, is one to watch, claiming to hold a 25% cost advantage over its North American and European counterparts. What's its secret? A whopping 75% of its car components, including the all-important battery, are manufactured in-house, double that of the global average. This incredible integration is the key to their cost advantage and their ability to control the supply chain. With a workforce 5 times as large as Tesla's, including 90,000 engineers, BYD is not messing around. And as they continue to develop key tech in-house, it's paying off big time, and would only make them stronger going into the future. While Chinese brands are certainly making progress globally, leaving China and heading to foreign shores comes with its own set of problems. Chiefly among these, while EV brands sell their cars at an eye-watering price in China, by the time the products arrive in other markets, costs start to become inflated. Take the Zeekr 001 for example, which sells for about half the price in China that it sells in the German market. This is one reason that German brands aren't worried for the moment. If we take a look from the sales of Chinese EV brands in the month of August in Germany, we can see that they are making progress, but slowly. Chinese automakers also won't be making significant inroads into the US, Japan, South Korea or India, where domestic incumbents still hold strong positions. However, I think once Chinese brands get their products in front of more consumers in Europe and in other parts of the world, they will gain momentum and begin to export their vehicles in increasingly high amounts, resulting in price reductions which will benefit the consumers. As you can see, things continue to change, and the Chinese EV wave is reshaping the industry as they once again force Western automakers to up their game and catch up. So what lies on the road ahead? Make sure you follow the China EV show to find out. At the IAA exhibition, one executive described the China market as like a gym for automotive brands, in that they have to work hard to make any progress. So in this way, the Chinese EV wave is helping to elevate the industry and bring more to consumers. That's a wrap for today's episode, folks. Don't forget to leave your comments on today's topic in the section below. I've been Toby. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the China EV show.